Okay, till now we have discussed some basics of Unix, and that is how to create a file, how to modify the file, how to check the permissions of the file, and all those things. And we haven't discussed about this like user administration, that how many types of user accounts are there, what are they, how to create them, how to modify them, what are the files that are affected by the user administration. All these files we have already discussed on this one. So now let us discuss a new topic here, which I'm about to start. There is nothing but an automation of jobs. Automation of jobs. Okay. The automation of a jobs is means is nothing but a scheduling of a job at a specific time. For example, here when you're working on a servers here, the servers has to be rebooted. Few servers have to be rebooted once in a week regularly. They want an application. That application demand is that they want to reboot the server every day. Sometimes they want to reboot at instant of time. Otherwise, they want to do it repeatedly every week or so on so time here. So if you want to do that, what can you do? So in these things, we need to automate the things. And for this automation here, we can go for two types of automation of jobs here. One is called as a job, and second one is called as cron job. So we can automate two different types of jobs. One is called a job, and second one is cron job. So what is a job is nothing but execution of a task. For example, here I would like to reboot a server. I like to reboot a server. Assume that my client has asked to reboot a server evening at 7 o'clock. I have a doctor appointment at 6 o'clock. I will be going at 6 o'clock and I may be return back at 9:30 or 10. So I may not be available at 7. So in these conditions, what can I do? I cannot be there here. So what can do? I can schedule a job that reboot the server at that time. So automatically the server gets rebooted at that time. So if you want to schedule anything for one time, that is called as add job. And if you want to schedule anything for multiple times, that is called as cron job. So what is this add job is? Add job is for one-time execution, nothing but one-time execution. And what is this cron job is for? A cron job is for a multiple time execution. Cron job is for multiple time execution, and add job is for one-time execution. Okay. Let me give me on this is one more simple example here. A server reboot. Today at evening 7 p.m. my boss asked to reboot the server. Fine. And he requested one more thing, that he want to reboot a server on every Sunday at 4 a.m. At 4 a.m. he wants to reboot a server. One, on every Sunday, repeatedly for the entire week, for example, how long they use the server, every Sunday, without any miss, server has to be rebooted. So every Sunday, this has to be done is that is called repeatedly for multiple times, And what this is for one time, this is for one time. So for this one-time execution, we can schedule a job, and for multiple time execution, these repeated times, we can go for cron job. So like this, we can schedule two different types of jobs. One is a job, and second one is cron job. Now, how to set this job? What are that? We'll go for this practical representations one by one. Now see this, let me go to this directory like cd/root ls. When I go to this point here, that we have few files here, right? I have this file also, like a gz file. So after after 3 or 4 minutes, I want to remove that automatically. So after 3 or 4 minutes, it won't remove that automatically. So I need to set one-time execution job. So if you want to set one-time execution job here, then we can go with the at job here. See, at now, like plus 3 minutes means at now plus 3 minutes means after 3 minutes, I want to execute a job. So what the job is, now you can see it here. I'm at prompt rm space hyphen rf like a VMware slash and keep the path. Copy, paste, enter. So I specified a job, that is after 3 minutes, I want you to execute one job. So what the job is to execute that command. What the command is rm space hyphen rf and the VMware tools. And once it is specified, press Control D, where Control D is to save the file. Okay. Shivani teacher. Now you can see it here, ATQ. ATQ means like this, like 19.1. So the job has to be executed at 5.8. If you want to see my time right now here, as per my time, the time is like 5.6. Time is 5.6. So at what time the job will be executed? The job will be executed at 5.8. So after 3 minutes, the job will be executed. So this file will be removed after 3 minutes. So this is how you can execute a job. So like the thing is, while scheduling a job here, you can specify like this here. What is specified here? +3 are given minutes. You can give like hours. You can give like a +1 hour or +1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or 4 hours. Otherwise, you can give it as +1 day. Otherwise, you can give it on day. For example, like at now, you can specify like this date and time at now on that this date, and at this time execute it. Like you can specify this like this one. So we can specify a job in the forms of minutes, hours, days, as well as month and year, but we cannot specify in seconds. We cannot specify in seconds here. So by using add job, we can schedule it only from minutes, not from seconds. Even for cron job also, we cannot set it for from seconds here. We can set it from minutes only. Okay. So the thing is, let's check the time now, like a date. You can see it here. That time is now like 80Q 5816. Let us see whether the file exists or not. Now you can see. Previously, I have bin, dev, UST, SR, VMware tools, all these things. But now that is not there. We have VMware tools distribute, but this is not there. Why? Why? Because that was removed. By whom it was removed from? That was removed from by using this add job. So very important point to be notified is if you want to execute any job at a specific time, one time, then you can use this add job. So if you want to see that how many jobs are there, so you can use this command. What the command is ATQ, or we can go with it specify now. Let me see here. I'll at now plus 3 minutes, right? mkdir slash done, control D. At now plus 1 day, right? rm specify rf slash done, control D. You can see ATQ. So when you go for this ATQ, you can see it here. At now, after 3 minutes, the directory will be created. What the directory is under root dawn. At now plus 1 day. So at plus 1 day, what we mean with this? On 20th today, as per the system time, it is 19th, and now at now plus 1 day, that is 20th is tomorrow. So tomorrow it will remove this directory. So if you want to see how many jobs are there, you can go with this command called ATQ. So ATQ is for one time execution. It's not for multiple time. It is for one time execution. Okay, these things. Now, if you want to, for example, here, like I have few users. Actually, who can set this job? So as a root user, by default, a root user can set this job. And the normal users, other users cannot set this job. So if you want to allow the users to set the job, or if you want to deny them, so what can you do? So we can create one file /etc/at.allow, okay, /etc/at.allow cat /etc/at.deny. Okay, so we can use these two files, at.deny as well as at.allow. So what is this deny means? Assume that I have one user. I have user one by name Murali. I want to restrict this user. I don't want this user to execute a job. So if you want to restrict this user to execute a job here, so you can simply specify this username in this file /set.deny. Means this user cannot specify a job. But if you want to allow him, then you can specify in this file /set.allow. Allow file is to allow the user to set a job, and deny file is used to deny the user to specify the add job, like this. And if you want to specify a cron job, so what is cron job is, if you want to specify cron job, what is cron job is? Cron job is used for multiple time execution. So repeatedly for multiple times, if you want to execute, then you can go for cron job. And if you go for cron job here, we need to specify different fields like this. We need to know minutes. We need to set minutes field, hours, day of the month, day of the month, the next month of the year, month of the year, month of the year, the next day of week, then job ID. See this 4 files. We have 6 fields here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. If you want to specify, we require 6 fields. The first field is minutes, and the second field is hours. Second field is hours. Third field is like a day of month, and the fourth field is month of the year, and the fifth field is day of week, and the sixth field is job ID, and the sixth field is job ID. So like this we can specify. Now let me check it out, and let me give one example. 25 4 25 for 1 minute. When you go for this minutes, let me give you clarity. Then you can give it as 0 to 59. That is, we have 60 minutes. And hours, what hours are? We have from 0 to 23. And a day of month, we have like this, like your 1 to 31. 1 to 31. And month of year, we have from like 1 to 12. And day of week, we have from 0 to 6, where 0 and 6 is Sunday, then 1 is Monday, 2 is Tuesday, 3 is Wednesday, and 4 is Thursday, and 5 is Friday. Oh, sorry. This is from 0 to 6. Okay. One Monday, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. One thing is like zero. Sorry, 0 is Sunday. One Monday, 5 Friday, and 6 is Saturday. Like this. So how many fields are there? A total 6 fields. Let me give one example here. I have specified first field. The first field is at 24. I given 25 minutes. The second field is from 0 to 24 hours. That is given as 4 hours. The day of month is 1 to 31. Let me give it as 1. And month of year is 1. That is January. And day of week is, I'll give it as 6. That is a Sunday. And job ID is reboot. Simple thing. I would like to reboot a command, reboot a server. I would like to execute this command called reboot. When this has to be executed, this reboot has to be executed on this specific time. What a specific time is, that is 25 minutes at 4 hours, means at early morning 4 o'clock at 25 minutes, means at 4:25. And the next one is month, means 1st January. Sorry, first day of the month. And say this one is first month, that is January. So that is on January 1st at 4:25. If it is Sunday, 0 means Sunday, then reboot. Otherwise, if you specify here a star, it doesn't consider this. It doesn't consider this. So what happens now? On 1st January at 4:25, reboot the server. This is the command. Let me give one more example. That is 0, 0, 3, 2, 4, 3, and reboot. This is one example. So what this example is, to reboot a machine when that is 3. 3 means Wednesday. 3 means Wednesday. And 4 is the month, January, February, March, April. So what is this? On April 2nd, early morning at 3 o'clock. If it is Wednesday, then only reboot. If it is not Wednesday, it will not reboot. Why? Because all the fields has to be satisfied. All the fields has to be satisfied. So that is my April 2nd in the morning at 3 o'clock. If it is Wednesday, then only reboot. Otherwise, no. In this place, if you specify the star, then what happens? On April 2nd, morning 3 o'clock, reboot the machine. Why? Because this is not considered. Okay. Now see this. Let me remove one more field. Then what happens here? On 2nd of every month, at morning 3 o'clock, reboot the machine. Okay. Now let me remove this field also. Star means doesn't count this. So what do you mean by this? On every day morning at 3 o'clock, reboot the machine. But what my boss said, to reboot on every Sunday, so I'll give it on Sunday. So what is 0 stands for? Sunday. That means on Sunday, on every Sunday at morning 3 o'clock, reboot the machine. This is how you can set a cron job. This is how you can set a cron job. So for this cron job, how many fields do you have? We have 6 fields. What are the 6 fields are? The first one is minutes, second one is hours, third one is day of month, and fourth one is month of year, and fifth one is a day of week, and the sixth one is job ID. Fifth one is job ID. Now let us see how to specify a job. So if you want to specify a cron job, how can you specify a cron job? See this, when you go for this cron tab -L, it will display the list of crons. So at present, no jobs are there. So cron tab -E, where E stands for edit, edit here. So from this edit command here, what I'll do, I can specify the job like this now. So this is 25 hours, 5 o'clock, 1st January, like second one is 26th, sorry, uh, this is 26th of January. If it is on Wednesday, then reboot. So what the command is on Wednesday. If it is 1st Jan, Jan 26th, on Jan 26th at morning 5:25, if it is Wednesday, then reboot the server. Okay. So when you execute this, then shift escape, shift colon, WQ, save and exit. Right. Now you can go for this one, cron tab space hyphen L. Cron tab space hyphen L will list. So previously when I specified here, cron tab space hyphen L, it was not listing. So no cron tab for the job. But now cron tab space hyphen L, it is listing. So what this is, on January 26th at morning 5:25, if it is Wednesday, reboot. Otherwise, don't reboot. Like this, we can specify a job here. So what this is, cron job. Cron job means a multiple execution. A job means you can simply specify it now and you can specify the time. But for cron job, we have to specify the fields. Whereas how many fields are there? We have total 6 fields are there. Okay. Now, sometimes when you specifying a cron job is not sufficient, we need to check the status of this service also here. So just execute this command, service cron d status. You can see the status here. So what the status is, running. If the service is running state, then only it will work. Otherwise it will not work. Suppose if you want to stop the service, so you can use this command called service cron d stop. And if you want to start it, service cron start. So sometimes if you specify cron job and if it is not running, then you can start and stop like this one here. Okay. And sometimes you specify a cron job and if it is not executing it properly, then we need to specify, we need to check the log files here. So what the log file is, this is the log file, cat /var /pool /cron. Sorry, is it a cd /var /pool /cron ls. You can see it here, cat root. You can see, like for example here, if any user has set a job, how many jobs are there, if you want to specify it and everything here. So you can come to this location where spool /cron is a directory location. Come to this location, and when you will list all the users, how many users who specified the job, it will display all the users. Simply cat and the username will display what the job he has scheduled. All these things will be displayed. Okay, so this is about the automation of jobs. So once you get a basic grip on this, we're going to dig on more and more things. I think we'll be having a lot of things to be discussed here. So this is the basic stuff. Got it?